Yo, what's the Latin Bass Assassin? What's up, what's happening? We are out here a little later than usual, homies. But you know, we were trying to wait out some storms that were happening early in the morning. And you end up trying to wait out the storms. And then the storm of adulting real life tries to take you out, dogs. Tries to keep you from getting out on the water. Que pues. It just took us a little while, guys. We are in an area that we've never, well, that we don't usually fish. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see what's up. What up, Unlimited? What's happening, Tata? So, since I didn't really know this area and don't have a depth finder in the back, I'm cruising with my trolling motor right now. We are in 6 feet of water. Thrav, what up? Steve, I'm gonna have to step in for Unlimited. He did text me in the morning wondering where I was. So, you know, he texted me in the morning making sure that that was still life. Yo, Moon, I agree with you. This does look like BBL weather, but there was a thunderstorm that came through earlier. We're gonna go as far back into this area as we can. Again, I don't have a fish finder in the back, so I can't really know what our depth is. So we're just gonna kind of meander all the way through here. Why does my phone keep on turning off? Okay, we are in 6 feet of water. We're about to get to some shore, some bank, and work our way around. But if you guys don't get up early in the morning, bro, responsibilities and real life try and pull you down to where you gotta not get out on the water, but never give in. Never give in. But it is Tuesday. It is Tanko Tuesday. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little tank out on the water. Now, since there is no NBA or hockey coming out tonight, we will be going from now until, God willing, of course, now until the sun goes down on my part of town. That's how long we will be going. An afternoon fisherman, because he's got to get that doggy some exercise. Bro, I think that dog gets more exercise than I do. There's a lot of destroyed vegetation here, guys. We'll see how far we can go. This is taking a lot longer than I had expected. This place is gross. I'm hoping that you guys can see all this broken up vegetation everywhere. This may have been a mistake. But anyways. We're in 4 feet of water and the grass is, hold on guys, I gotta do a mic off moment real quick. I'm getting a phone call, hold up. Apologies, dudes, but we are back. You know, real life and stuff, guys. Real life will find you even if you're on the water. It will find you. Yo, what's up, Gary? Bro, man, missed you. Oh, bro, man, struck 5 on it. Bromance got 5 on it. Fishing with Silver and me. Bromance got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. All right, guys, so we have a bunch of sporadic grass coming through here. There's a lot of hydrilla. There's a lot of all kinds of stuff here. Floating grass. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. There is a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna have to figure out how we get through here. My apologies, dudes. My apologies, my homies. Yo, bromance, I did catch you, bro. There's a lot of eelgrass here, guys, and so here's the problem. There's a lot of dead vegetation. I'm gonna try something, dudes. I'm gonna have to change some tackle here. Let's see here, guys. I can't run this chatterbait through here, really. At least I don't think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this. But what's up, homies? My bad. I do appreciate you guys hanging in there. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna throw this bait that I talk about, but you guys never see me throw it. I don't know how well we're gonna do here. I don't know how well we're gonna do here. Because it's a little bit, it's a little bit grassed up. Yeah, there's a lot of grass in here. We are in the shallows. I mean, I can see like 2 feet down, and that's the bottom. But what's up, homies? What's up, Colin? What's up, everybody? What's up, OGs? I'm just getting a little bit of line twist out of here. Colin, how'd you like that Panthers game, bro? Okay, there's a potential that we may break off in here. There's a lot of grass. A lot of grass. So, homies, let's see what we do. I wonder if I could throw. All we need is a single hook. If this causes us too much or too many problems here, too much of a headache, then we will just move. But anyways, because I'm talking about there was dead grass here and there. It was looking nasty on the way over here, like with all this dead grass, blah, 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 oxygen, blah, 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 nerd stuff, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's science. Oh no, somebody left my Zoom Magnum trick worms open, and they spilled out everywhere. Who would have done that? Who left that open like that? Couldn't have been me. No way would I ever leave that open like that. No way. All right, I'm just looking for the right color here, guys. I guess we're going green pumpkin. I want it to go, I want it to go watermelon red, but maybe this is just watermelon seed. We'll just go with this. We'll shard up the butt. We will shard up the butt. Let me find my sharp stick. So we are out here. This might be the final day of morning fishing for Don's chatterbait. But again, guys, that does not mean that we will stop fishing in the morning. That only means that we have reached the final day of morning and we can now move forward with all of Don's chatterbaits in some sort of, I don't know. Is it a way of life? I don't know, but some sort of hope going forward. I'm gonna cut off just a little bit of this line. It's got a lot of line twist on it. Creel's in the house? Rob is just listening. Okay, Rob, then I will stay quiet. I won't say a single thing. And then that way all you hear are nature sounds with the Latin bass assassin. Peacock, peacock. That was a peacock, Rob. Creel likes when I do a peacock noise, even though that's not my real peacock noise. But anyways. We'll see how long we'll see how long we give this area play, because it is very grassy, very doo-doo. £6, 13-ounce spot, bro. What? All right, here we go, guys. This is the caffeine shad, a favorite of mine. But will it work here? We're going to find out in a second. And as you guys can see, I have reached into the past and brought out some Oakleys that I used to wear back in the day to replace the Oakleys that flew off. Yesterday. Very sad. But the replacements are coming, and I don't know, we'll have to see. I did order some Costas. Colin's been sober for hours now. What's he talking about? What's this guy talking about? I really wish I could cast this guy a little bit further. I don't know what the deal was. So we'll see how well the GoPro behaves. We do plan to be out here all the day in search of them BBLs. BBLs are bust, as we say. That's the first time we've ever said that, but BBLs are bust. Very interesting. My cat is going 2 inches in front of me. Is not to be helpful. Let me take a look at my brakes in here. Put them down to nothing. Off, down, off, down. All right. So now we've taken our brakes down to nothing, or close to it. That's a little bit better. Yeah, bros, I have never been this far back in this area. We hear a donkey. Is that donkey Creel? Would order a strap for those glasses. That would be smart, Creel. So there was a bite right there. I just missed it. That would be smart, Creel. But then I would look like a wussy boy. Dang it. Can't believe I missed that bite. Dude, I'm in the area of fan boats. I'm not a fan. Creel wants me to freaking get a glasses strap. Do you know how whack I would look, Creel? I got street cred, Creel. I have to live up to it. A dude with glasses straps. What is this? Freaking the library or something, bro, where I gotta... Shall I tape the middle of the glasses as well, Creel, to finish off the look? Sunglass strap, white tape of my sunglasses. Is that the look you're going for there, Creel? Colin, they are not included because I didn't go with the split shots. I went with, son of a fish. Son of a fish. Well, they're biting my homie, but I missed him. He wasn't big, guys. I saw him. And now I'll just chop this off. I didn't go with the split shots, Colin. I bought some coasters. Against my better judgment, I went with the coasters. That's the second fish I've missed. I went with the coasters. The coasters are going to be a little bit heavier, but they are glass. So more scratch resistant and better clarity. But they are heavier. And as they are glass, they do not provide the impact resistance, or whatever you want to call it. They both cost the same. It was just a personal choice. Because one thing that I did have happen with those split shots was, like, at one point in time, the lenses, like a film was coming off of them. Oakley did replace the lenses, but I do remember that. So that's 2 missed fish, guys. Throw in this caffeine shad. What up, dog? And to the B has arrived. He's arrived with his bedtime tea. He's ready to roll. I could see him in I assume that in Australia, their pajamas include that little hat. It's like Santa's hat. I think that's what they include. I don't know. It's full pants, a button-down shirt, and the little hat with a little fluffy ball at the end. I believe that's what the pajamas are like in Australia. But that is just, I mean, it could be potential ignorance talking right there. But again, ignorance is the only way that I speak, some would say. Hold on. Save your chat breath, guys. I've been telling him to use the tether for a long time, but he's too cool. Bro, you gotta be cool, bro. The land bass assassin cannot be a bookworm. Nobody's gonna be all like, oh, bro, that guy's so, dang it. That might have been a fish. That guy is so cool. Look at how he's a Poindexter out there with his sunglass strap and the tape in the middle. Nobody's gonna believe that fool has got street cred. You know what I'm saying? So this little jerk shad, guys, I basically treat it like a jerk bait. It's a soft plastic jerk bait. I just throw them out there, let them sink down, pop them left, right, left, right, left, right, and then let them sink down. And I've missed 2 fish already. They more than likely weren't giants, but I did miss 2 fish. But this fish, or this bait right here, will get you some dinks, but it will also get you some of those BBLs. We sharded up the butt. Yo, what up, Frankie? So anywhere that I see openings, I just kind of toss it out there. There's a lot of eelgrass right here. It is only like 2 feet deep. As low as the hat is, dude, the point of reading Rainbow as a kid was for those kids to read the books and then tell me what it was about. Those fools were all like, hey, my name is John Appleseed, and I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I read Clifford the Big Red Dog. And I'm like, I'm listening. Tell me what it's about. And then he'd say, in the book, Clifford the Big Red Dog, there's some chick who picked up a dog, and the dog ended up being a giant. And nobody in the neighborhood thought that was weird, that there was a freaking huge dog. So they all accepted it and lived in insanity, just thinking it's normal that a dog is the size of a house or a car or whatever he grew up to be. So, you know, moral of the story is accept other people's insanity. Because that, bro, if I saw that dog, I'm like, dudes, that dog has to be like radioactive. There's no way that that dog could be that size, bro. Not in this world. But anyways, that would be like the Kermit the Frog meme. That's none of my business. I would just stay away from the dog. I would never trust that guy. Mainly because of the potential radiation poisoning that I could acquire from hanging out with him if he was radioactive. Creel, you have to see how many days I was out on the water. You know what I'm saying? And then divide that by the amount of dollars that it cost for those sunglasses, thus making it probably, it was like $1 a day. And it is never my intention to lose the sunglasses, bro. It's just, you know, when you're running away from the storm, things are gonna happen. So did nobody else find Clifford the Big Red Dog like puzzling, alarming, as it were? Who is going to let a dog that size live in the neighborhood? Like when I was younger, I didn't know about HOAs, right? Unless it like stood for Hood Organization Authority, I did not know about HOAs. But if I was the head of the HOA, I'd be all like, bro, that dog is not gonna be allowed in the neighborhood. That dog is freaking massive. The assassin of Oakleys. I don't think I've ever seen Dave Chappelle's version of Clifford the Big Red Dog. Dude, I put him on my hat. Okay, Creel. Let me let you in the mind of the insanity. Okay, Creel? So that you can realize this fool is not insane. He's just adapting to the conditions. And sometimes the conditions don't seem to be favorable for certain situations. So, at times, bro, since I wear this mask, currently I don't have it on, but since I wear this mask, when I exhale from my nostrils, what do you call it? The carbon dioxide and other mixtures of heated air come out of my body, Creel. And they go and they travel upward as hot air does. So it travels upward and it goes through my mask fabric. And through that porous fabric, it finds its way to the lenses of said sunglasses. And because of that, Mr. Creel, scientific explorer extraordinaire, because of that, it fogs up my glasses. So yesterday, my glasses were getting fogged up. So as a countermeasure, what I did was I placed them upon the brim of my hat. The flat bill was where they resided. And that flat bill was where they resided until I began to, son of a gun, hit it right on the frickin' drop. That bill was where, dang it, where they resided until I tried to outrun a disturbance in forces known to nature that caused a storm to brew. And that storm caused me and Silver to ride out because we did not want to have any interactions with megavolts of electricity. So because of that, the sunglasses remained on the brim of the hat and we rode off. And had I not turned around one more time to look at the storm, then my sunglasses would still be on my head. But that is how we got to that point, Mr. Creel. Not because I'm like, you know what, I want to just not have sunglasses tomorrow. No, sir. There was some rhyme to the insanity. But anyways, the Costa Cabron? Dude, they're gonna be a little heavy on my head. I don't know about that. I thought about it, I was like, they're heavier, but they are. They do have better clarity due to the fact that they are glass. Now here's the other thing we gotta worry about. If they fall, then they can crack. So they don't need to be on my head to get lost. I could tuck them away in my shirt and they fall off. I could be running around on the ramp and they fall. there's plenty of opportunities for these things to break. I know the moderator is trembling with nervous energy right now. There's one. He took off with it. These gotta be tinier guys, bros, because he took off with it. I'm gonna set the hook in one of these fools. And when I do, they are going to wish that they had not picked on my bait. Need to be on a tether. Are you saying I need to be on a tether, Krill? Like the moderator needs to give me one of those little kid leashes to keep me from doing stupid things? Bro, a fan boat is headed our way. Let's see how this turns out. Let's check out this fan boat, guys. Bro, this fan boat is like freaking, he's like basically on the shore right now. Okay, let's see. Make you a deal, you wear a tether. And I will spool a reel with FC Sniper. Bro, that sounds like you're getting hooked up on this deal. Because spooling up with FC Sniper is what, I mean, any smart person would do. That doesn't hurt you in any way, shape, or form. If I put this tether on, that does hurt me, dog. It hurts my street cred. They'll be all like, look at this vato. He ain't gangsta. He's out here with a little tether. That's like if somebody came up to me, dog, and maybe not all of you guys are gonna get this, but somebody came up to me and they're all like, yo, sock check, fool. And then I raised up my pant legs or my shorts, whatever the case may be, and they were doing a sock check, and my socks were high. They're like, oh, respect. But they saw that I had those old man little clips, sort of like sock suspenders. They saw that I was rocking those old man sock suspenders, and then they'll be like, ah, this fool, proper sock check, pero washa, he's got suspenders. That ain't gonna work, bro. They would ridicule me in the streets. They'd be like, washalo, he's over here with his suspenders. It just don't work that way, dog. "12 people watching." That sounds like we need to catch a fish, Krill. Not worry about sunglasses. I mean, it will. Look, Krill, I'm gonna tell you. Who tore my bait? I think I could get one more run out of this fool. I know it goes different in a different version, bro, but what does it profit a man to save all his money but lose his street cred? You know what I'm saying? That don't make any sense, bro. It's like integrity. You can live your whole life building it, and it just takes one moment, bro, for you to ruin it. And you can't get it back. Plus, I don't think the moderator would look at me the same. I know she's on the side of saving money, but she's gonna be all like, yeah, you know what? You're not the same Vato that took risks. So, I'm just not that into you. And I'm like, oh, it was the tether. Then it's gonna destroy a marriage, and then this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm out on the streets, in the water. In this particular case, actions have repercussions. We just don't know what they are right here, just yet. Oh, you can see it end to the B. It's very nice. Romance. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling like we got some unfinished business with these 2 fish that I just missed. But guys, we are in like no feet of water. And we're just cruising around looking, going through these little alleyways with this caffeine shad. I'm gonna go a little deeper over here. It is the Strike King caffeine shad. He's been cut up a little bit. He's sort of like a fluke, but the flukes are all, I mean, I think they have a version that has salt and makes them heavier, but the flukes are very light. This guy casts like a mile, bro. When your brake's all right. I've missed 2 fish, so that's on me. Okay, let's go over here, guys. There's some mats. Again, I've never been all the way back here. We'll cruise back here and see what happens. Yo, and to the B, I can't really run Simba through here because I tried it over there and he was just coming up with problems. Grass everywhere. All right, the grass is kind of changed over here. This area, this section in the middle, I don't have as much grass. Out there it was all gross. This is the first time we've been here, so we'll fish it as we go through. We will adapt. So with this caffeine shad, you can kill it. And then he'll just go into the pockets or whatever the case may be. See a little opening. Just let it roll in there. Dead rabbit, we shall never see my skipping game, dog, because my skipping game is non-existent. So, there's that. I'm not a skipper, bro. I never really was into hopscotch. I really kind of don't understand the game. So, I can tell you right now that skipping is not in my wheelhouse. There's a lot of eelgrass here. There's a couple, it looks like channels where boats or something have cruised through here. Dang, this guy's serious with his airboat. Maybe it's this vato that's cruised through here. Bro, so that guy, his airboat said TVA authority. I don't remember if they had sprayed this area or if currently they are spraying it now. And I am in the spray zone. But it seemed like stuff was flying out into that grass over there. That's what it seemed like, but I don't know. Hey, moderator, can you check and see if these fools were supposed to spray today and I'm over here just getting a little bit of gross spray on me? Yeah, Krill, it looked like something was happening, bro. Like something was flying into all that area. So my guess is that we should probably bounce from this area. Well, that means he's going all up and down this area spraying that. Interesting. I mean, what are the odds, bros? The one time that I come in this area, that's when they're spraying. Que pues? Bro man's saying I should get out of here. We're slowly heading out of here. Maybe that's why those other two boats left. Yeah, bro, he's just going up and down that bank. It is looking like some spray from behind. I don't know. Well, guys, we're just gonna get out of here. Missed 2 fish. We'll just move anyways. Mental checklist. Are sunglasses on your face? Check. All right, at least we got a mental checklist. We will not have a physical checklist because that's just too much. They're spraying. Oh, it's all good, moderator. It's not on you. I'm just gonna become Swamp Thing when I get home. My flesh will be falling off and it will be replaced with vegetation. So, no big deal. Big whoop. I'll adapt and overcome. You're the one who's gonna have to deal with it, not me. When you look on the couch and there's nothing but foliage and you're just all like, what keeps throwing all these leaves all over this couch? I'm like, don't look at me. I'm just Swamp Thing. Holy moly. It is supposed to be a hot one today, guys. The cloud cover will disappear. Potentially another storm will roll in at maybe 1. We don't know. We're gonna cruise like this for a little bit because it is shallow right here. Engine up. I am Groot. I am Assassin. I am Latin. I am Latin. But I'll probably say it not like Groot, where he's all like, I am Groot. However he says it. Check out that plane right there, bros. Imagine having a plane where you're just all like, yeah, I'm gonna land my plane right there, go up the ramp a little bit, and take off. Now, dudes, that's what's up. That's living right there. But I'd probably say something like, you know, I am Latin. You know, all smooth and whatnot. There are definitely a lot of things to juggle here and to the B. If the spraying was what was missed. Well, that's the least of my concerns, bro. Hold on to your glasses. Yo, bro, when they're on the face, they ain't going anywhere. Except one time they did fly off my face. It was the day after I caught my PB. It was a mustache maniac and his homie right here, and we were laughing, and I turned to look at something, and I think like we were bouncing, and then they went flying off my face. So, I'm not saying it ain't impossible. I mean, it ain't possible, or that it is impossible. But it did happen one time, dogs. We are still in like 2 feet of water. I can see the eelgrass just right here. So yesterday, guys, before we ran away from the storm, we probably caught like 3 or 4 fish. One was a BBL, the rest were little Juans. Orales. Eventually, we will stop seeing the grass, and then we will hit the gas and go find some bass. Ooh, dropping bars out here. You see, Creel, I couldn't drop bars if I had a glass strap, bro. People will be all like, look at this Poindexter out here trying to drop bars. Creel's just trying to take away from my street cred. It's tough into the B. We almost didn't make it out here for our potential final day of morning fishing for Don's chatterbait. But eventually into the B, we might have to come back to reality. We'll just see what happens. What reality is, nobody knows. Just making sure we didn't have any grass on us. I think we might be safe here. Unlimited. Tell them what you speculate happened from the homies watching. Yo, Creel, I said street cred, dog. I didn't say water cred. I got cred on the streets, dog. We running that street cred, Creel. Right now I'm gonna pass something that just shows you all the chopped up vegetation over here. It's gonna be right behind me right now. It's gross, dog. I think that's just a whole bunch of hydrilla that just got destroyed out here because there was an event here. Here comes another wave of it. That's nasty, dog. All right, so we got ourselves a little problem. We took off Simba and we put on our caffeine shad. So let's see how we play this. Am I a streetwalker at night? That's a great question, Krill. Great question. I like that. Am I a streetwalker? That's a great question. Let me think about this one for a little bit. Am I a streetwalker? I can only tell you, Krill, that the streets never sleep. Oh, dang. Old school. I gotta catch a fish for old school then. He can't get out there, bros. It's raining. It was raining over here in the morning, old school. That's why it took us a little bit of time to come out here. Well, I guess that's one way to go into retirement, bro. You can go quietly into the night, or you can tell your boss whatever statement you stated there. Either way, I guess it accomplishes the same in the end, but I don't know. All right, half a quart down. Half a quart down. Oh, now he's gonna, oh. Yo, bro, they had to cut my Sesame Street character, bro. It was teaching the kids too much about real life. You know what I'm saying? They were all like, Big Bird was all like, hey, is that the Latin assassin? And I'm like, yo, what up, Big Bird? Come on over, dog. Let me holler at you for a second. And then he'd come over and I'd be like, yo, check it out, bro. These streets ain't safe. You need to get out of here before dark, dog, is all I'm saying. You need to take these kids and you need to get them indoors. And Big Bird was all like, kids, don't listen to him. And the kids were all like, Big Bird, I think we should leave. And I was all like, hey, listen to the kids, Bird. This ain't safe for you, bro. Yellow is not the color to be wearing here, bro. You need to be cognizant of what street you're on, Big Bird. Keep it real. And after 3 episodes of keeping it real, dog, they kind of cut my character. But I think that that did a disservice to the children, because the children, they need to know, bro, that not every corner is safe. Some corners should just be avoided. You know what I'm saying? No fault of the children, but you don't want to be out there catching strays, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about stray cats and stray dogs. I'm just talking about strays. So whatever you want to put on that, you just don't want to be out there, kids. Sometimes you got to leave a dog in the street and just leave it alone, bro. Don't mess with it. One time I was about to throw down with a count because that fool shortchanged me. I know it. He's over there, he's like, a 1, a 2. And I was like, yo, count. That's not 2, dog. That's still 1. What are you talking about? I'm like, count? I don't play, son. And then, you know, next episode, he showed up with a missing vampire tooth. I said I'd give it back to him as soon as he paid in full. But, you know, it took a little while. He had to ask Sesame Street for a little bit of, to front his check. And then he came over, and then I was like, all right, bro, don't let that happen again. And he never did. So some people can learn a lesson, and some can't. So they got to be reminded. But yeah, dog. That was about the second episode. And then the third episode, I was like, yo, guys, this like Bert and Ernie situation, it's a little weird here, guys. So, you know, I don't know about this stuff. These are like two grown men that are still living together in their, I don't know how old they were. But then I was like, yeah, bros, I'm just gonna probably have to find another show to be on. This guy coming around the corner? Where is this fool? I gotta make sure he sees me. He's coming around the corner. I don't know if that's regular air fan or airboat spray, or if that is spraying everything. Well, what are we looking at here, guys? He came around the corner. Are my stories just gonna get crazier? I'm telling you, bro, man, you think that counting would be the count's specialty, bro, but I guess when it's not beneficial, he all of a sudden forgets how to count. I'm like, bro, I know you got a PhD in counting, dog. Don't play me, son. That was a gar, whatever splashed right there. I am currently throwing an American shad, of course, with all the abrasions in the world, on the braid. Not a single fear known to man. There's so much eelgrass here, guys, we can't get. I doubt this is gonna work. The eelgrass is floating all over the place. Okay, all right, okay. We are in 4 feet of water, but there's so much eelgrass. I mean, I hope you guys can see it. You might not be able to see it, but it is everywhere. So we are probably, before we become Swamp Thing, I just want to stop in here and see what the deal was. But it just ain't working out. Yeah, bro, the caffeine shad is a Strike King bait. I have a watermelon seed caffeine shad that I was using. I usually use watermelon red, but right now, the first one that I knew that was gonna happen. The first one that I could find was the watermelon seed. All right, raising the motor. This is ridiculous. It's grass. And since we haven't said it at all today, guys, remember about the 2.4K subscriber giveaway video. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in that video, and you will be entered to win a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. That drawing will be done this Friday. That is in a couple days at 5 p.m. Central. Super easy, super chill. And when we catch a 6-pounder, we will pay out in a random drawing a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. But we just got to catch that 6-pounder. Now, in all actuality, we have caught 2 6-pounders this month, one of which was 6 pounds 9 ounces, and that one counted for the 5-pounder, the 5-pound BBL Plus. And then we just so happened to catch one that wasn't on camera. We had technical difficulties, our camera went down, and shortly thereafter, I hook into a 6-pounder. So, talk about irony. That is probably the definition of. So that one didn't count because it wasn't a big bass live. It was a big bass. BBL stands for Big Bass Live. In case you are unaware and you are new to the channel, this is the home of the BBL. We are searching different areas. We are in 8 feet of water right now. There's a point right there. Let me at least cast something slower to this point right here. We just burned over it with a crankbait, but we're just gonna go out there and throw something a little slower. Throw a worm out to the edge of the point. There's definitely a whole lot of grass, Moon. That grass, I mean, if it was on the bottom, whatever, but it's floating and it's causing a little bit of an issue. I see a turtle. That turtle doesn't know he's gonna be a ninja turtle in a little bit. because they just sprayed for grass and he's probably going to become radioactive or some along those lines. Next thing you know, there's going to be mysterious turtles going around doing vigilante stuff. And then that's when they're going to find me on the streets, Creel. And then I'm going to have to fight the Ninja Turtles. But then I'm going to be there. I'm going to end up being their homie, like Casey, bro. They could be all like, hey, this guy ain't half bad. Whatever Creel says about him in the live streams is not who he is. But that's what I'm talking about, bro. Creel said I'm a streetwalker. Now, you know what? This guy ain't half bad. Don't listen to that Creel character. The camera so you can see. There's a point that comes out right here. I'm gonna try and get on the edge of that grass. We cruised over that kind of quick. Ah, you want to splash, huh? We are throwing a Magnum trickworm in green pumpkin magic. You will hear that. Man, there's a kid swimming in here. In green pumpkin magic, you will hear that color multiple times on multiple baits. Green pumpkin magic is one of the colors that is, let me make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been misinformed. This is just a regular green pumpkin worm. There's no green pumpkin magic in that worm. Oh, my bad. Now this worm right here, now that one is green pumpkin magic. That is a bizbait dizzy or mag dizzy. That is what we caught the 6-pounder on the other day. So far today we have 2 missed bites, possibly 3, and nothing to show for it. But we keep it real here, guys, so if you see that we are not catching a fish, then that's just what it is. But if you see we are landing a BBL, well then, that is also just what it is. What it be? Oh, there's an eagle being chased off by 2 little birds. I would equate that to like a person being or some cockroaches or something along those lines. Who knows? Am I missing some messages here? Because I just see Creel saying, oops. Why did Creel say oops? Was it his spelling of assassin? Or is he really Britney Spears? Oh, Creel is Britney Spears. I knew it. Nobody could heckle me that much except for Britney Spears because she's probably got a crush on me, allegedly. And you know how when you're in grade school and, you know, the way you get their attention is by being mean to them. I think Creel is Britney Spears. And he was about to say, oops, I did it again. I heckled with your heart. Blah, blah, blah. Creel, are you Britney Spears? We're all guessing what I am. Are you Britney Spears? Oh, bromance, of course. I was educating the children on the streets, dog. That's what it was. He's like, look, guys, you see that guy right there? You see how he's twitching all weird? You probably don't want to be near him. And the kids were all like, but he looks like he needs help. And I'm like, the side of the says, little twitch is not natural. Now that you guys got cell phones, I mean, back in the day when I was a Sesame Street character, cell phones weren't as affordable. So I had to tell them, go get an adult rather than, yo, phone a friend, homies. I'm telling bros, that guy is not even on this planet anymore. He is in another dimension. His body is still here, but stay away from him, kids, because eventually he will re-enter his body and it is not going to be good. You know, a lot of street lessons like that. You know, like, hey bros, children, do not put stuff in your back pocket. Put stuff in your front pockets or hide them somewhere, because if someone bumps into you, don't just be like, oh, excuse me, and that's the end of it. You could potentially have been pickpocketed. What is pocketing Latin? Well, let me show you. Boom, check your pockets, players. Ah, you got your pockets got tapped. And they'll be all like, oh, wow, are you a magician? I'll be like, nah, dog, that's a street magician right there. And the sad thing is that you won't be getting your stuff back. Most magicians give your stuff back, but these street magicians, player, you ain't getting your stuff back. So be wise and do not put your valuables in your back pocket or somewhere easily accessible to these homies. So, you know, it was stuff like that, dog. They not like us. They not like us. They not like, oh, these guys are gonna make me, oh, they're gonna make me bust out some crip walking, dog. I could hear it behind me. A minor. I think I'm gonna go hang out with them and party over there, bros. Though I'm not going to swim in the spray water. Dead rabbit, you like, they not like us? I wouldn't have thought that you were a rap fan, dog. But, I mean, I could be wrong, dog. All right, we are not getting any bites here. We will continue to cruise. There's a gar. It's like the third gar I've seen here. And I haven't even seen Isgar here. Okay. Okay. I might have to cut off this jerk shad and put on Simba again. Ha! Straight into the tree. Well, watch this. All natural. Out the tree, dog. You're about fighting the system. Okay, but a song is not about fighting the system, player. That's the confusion. I don't think a tree counts as a stickfish. I'll give myself credit when I do catch one, dog, but that right there was an actual tree. Now, I'm not saying that the FC Sniper wouldn't have uprooted that tree, but I'm just saying I would not have wanted to put that much effort into attempting to get that bait back. So luckily, it came back without an issue. So remember, guys, we still have our non-zero streak to contend with. I mean, we ain't oh, you little son of a fish, I saw you. We ain't worried about it, but we just have to make note of it. A tree pounder, bro, that would have been the ultimate tree pounder. Because I'm telling you, I would have probably mounted that tree on my wall. That's how proud I would have been of landing that tree. All right, there's a lay down right here. We're gonna see if we can't drop. Bro, that airboat is just going around spraying everything more than likely. I don't know. The moderator sent me something, but it's on my phone, so. Pulled up a ton of eelgrass. Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce, guys, because that is, I can feel the toxins entering my bloodstream. I mean, that's not why I haven't caught a fish. I'm just saying that if I continue here, I might never catch a fish again in my life, as I have become Swamp Thing, or whatever the case is. Yo, Fuel, what's up? Fuel, I hope that I enunciate properly and I don't accidentally call you fool when I'm trying to say fuel. So if that happens, dog, my apologies. But anyways, it's a little difficult to speak with this mask on. Kind of messes with your lips and keeps you from being able to enunciate sometimes. Look at these luscious laydowns. Just a guy. I mean, just a quick, if you just send a message in the chat, I know you sent me something, but then I'm gonna have to open it up, close the chat, blah, blah, blah. You can put in the brain today.